Sorry, y'all. I got distracted and I forgot I was even gonna do this. So you're gonna have to give me one more second while I go get a drink. Hang on here. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Babu ba da. Thanks for waiting, guys. I feel bad. Thanks, man. Yeah, this is my new digs. Ordered anodized screws for your Rosie. Nice. What color? Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I got my thumb stud. I got my Grimsmo thumb stud in for my Norseman. I should put that on right now. So the new Norsemans come with double thumb studs, but I have an old one. I have an old one that doesn't. So I just ordered one. Let's see, is that a T8? Yep. Bam. Old one gone. You got the green ones. Cool, man. Oh my god. Grimsmo just blows me away. On the inside of the thumb stud, in the most tiny lettering you can ever imagine, it says Grimsmo knives. On the inside. What the fuck? They are just too much, man. Above and fucking beyond. No, I wonder what side of this. Oh, I see. It goes on this side. Marcel, I'm about to put my double lugs on my Norseman. The best way to tighten these down is just finger tight. There we go. You can reverse look the Norseman now. Nice. I wonder if I could just tighten it like this. Oh yeah, there we go. Get it tight with just your fingers. Nice. Cool. Anyone want a single Norseman stud? Give it to you for free. Purple. Put it in my parts. If you don't have one of these for your parts, for your knife parts, something like this, I would highly recommend it. I have one thing for clips, one thing for other hardware, and then one for just all the screws that I have accumulated over time. I don't know how I got into this many, but there's a lot. Dr. Drew has a Norseman, does he? I think I knew that, didn't I? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't think of that when I bought mine. But yeah, having the rounded bottom corners is awesome. You just kind of like slide the part out. Spidey Chef or Drift? drift for sure. If they made, if they did a new run of the Spidey Chef in a better steel, then maybe, well, I'd probably still go drift, honestly. The Spidey Chef is pretty good. It's not going to be as slicey, though, as the drift. What's up, Moon? The porcupine is pretty sweet, man. Yeah. Yeah, I tried one recently. A MagnaCut Spidey Chef. Yeah, that would be great. I don't know why they don't do that. Nice, man. Yeah, the CRKs are not really meant to open and close a lot. You don't sit there and like open and close them very much, or else your thumbs start hurting. Nkosi? No, I actually haven't. But I have my Noons on now. I actually just filmed the review of it just now. That's why I was late. Noons is pretty badass. How's Van X to sharpen? I don't notice a huge difference between the steels, honestly. When I'm sharpening, I really don't notice that much of a difference. If I'm being honest. I mean, I'll notice it if it's like a really hard steel versus a really soft steel. You can kind of feel it. But between like Van X and MagnaCut, I don't think I can tell. Quiet Curry West, $200. What's the West again? What is that one? They actually have a lot of knives. Oh yeah, the slip joint. Yeah. I thought about buying this a while back, but I don't really like the blade to handle ratio. It looks weird. It looks weird to me. See if you guys agree. Doesn't it look like a tiny little blade for that big long handle? Also, I would want to feel the walk and talk, because that's a big thing with slip joints. If you got a mushy one, it ruins it, man. So I would want to try one first. Does anyone have one they want to send me? Cozy is your favorite. Yeah, I'd like to try one. The Zahn is the smoothest I've experienced so far. I can thumb flick it right out of the box. Although I don't ever do that. I like to roll it. What's up, Hemi? The LC is $6 off. That's cool. $235. Did you guys see the new fixed blade that they advertised or kind of teased on their Instagram? That looked really cool. Let me see if I can pull it up. I've not bought a I totally forgot what I was about to say. What was I even doing? Uh-oh. Did my brain just break? What was I doing? What was I going to look at? Oh yeah. Quiet Carry. Fixed blade. Yeah, look at this thing, man. Oh, I need to turn my green screen off. Hold on. I need to go back to my other room. Look at that, dude. That's wicked. That's fucking sick, man. I hope it's a good size. I hope it's like a, you know, like a 3-inch blade. That's what I hope. I might see myself possibly purchasing that one. Maybe. First Hinderer, which one you gonna get? I just got my titanium scale for my Jurassic. Oh my god. Listen to how good this thing sounds. Ready? I love the Jurassic. I fucking love this thing. My favorite Hinderer. Absolutely. I moved over my special filler tab too, look. Look how smooth it is. And look how snappy it is. What? A Hinderer snappy? That doesn't make sense. It's so good. The Jurassic is fucking awesome. I don't even like my XM18 anymore. I'm kidding, I like it. But I like the Jurassic more. An XM18. Spyderco. Be aware the Spyderco has a really thick grind on it. Like super, super thick. The Kaiser Silver Wing? What is that? Silver Wing. Oh yeah, this crazy thing. Are those external stop pins? I mean, it looks pretty neat. Oh, I thought it was an integral for a second. Yeah, it looks like those are external stops. Yeah, looks pretty cool, man. Terrible action on your shaman. What do you mean by terrible? Explain more. And I think I'm going to go to the library. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the cave. Yeah, I would definitely go slice or grind over Spyderco. Absolutely. What do you think of the Jurassic? Do you not like the look of it? I know there's a creeper behind me. Look at that guy. The fuck's he looking at? That's a great question. Do I like sub $2,000? Do I like sub $200 knives anymore? I can appreciate them if it's a well-made, good budget knife. I can appreciate them. Am I carrying them? Not really. Not really. that's just kind of what happens, I think, when you get some really high-end knives. You don't want to carry anything else, you know? Can you choke up on the Jurassic? You can, but it's a little too small. That's my only nitpick with the Jurassic. And I think I'm just going to make it bigger. So I can fix that myself. But yeah, you can choke up, but your part of your finger is kind of almost touching that sharpened edge. Or actually, it is. It is touching the sharpened edge. So yeah, I wish it came a little bigger, but it's an easy fix. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Speaking of coming far, my sister just texted me and said that she had like one of those Facebook memory things that pop up sometimes. And it was a post that she had made 10 years ago congratulating me on graduating rehab. I came out of a year-long rehab now 10 years ago. How crazy is that? 10 years. I've been off the dope. Pretty crazy. If a rock pinned you right now, which rifle are you cutting off your arm with? That is a good question. Do I have access to my whole collection? I guess I do. I'm sitting right here. Something very thin. Something with very thin blade stock. Maybe the Drift Large? I feel like that would... I mean, there is the bone, though. There's the bone. But actually, you can just break the bone, right? Like, you cut the skin around it and then just... Yeah, I guess I'd probably do that. Probably the Drift Large. It's got the thinnest blade stock. So, look at that, man. Isn't that nuts? I think this would slice through my flesh the best. Still recommend Native 5. Hell yeah, dude. I love the Native 5. I have 2 of them. The only knife I have 2 of. That's how much I like it. And your shaman has blade play no matter how much I get rid of it. Some Spydercos will do that. Mine might have a little bit too. Yeah, mine has a little bit. For some, here, let me come out of the cave for a sec. Some Spydercos, if you want them to easily fall shut like that, you will have a little bit of blade play. It's just kind of the sacrifice you make. And it's so minimal that you really have to kind of not muscle, but you really have to like, it's super minimal is what I'm trying to say. You can also polish your washers. That helps. Put some good lube in it. Use it a lot. That's really all you can do. Thread locker, yeah, get it to where you want it, and then put Loctite on. And don't get the liquid kind, get the glue stick. Get the glue stick kind. Come on. Yeah, the Sage 5 has the bushings too, which is pretty sweet. I think it's my only Spyderco that drops shut with 0 blade play, because it has a bushing system in the pivot. Just so nice. But yeah, I don't know why they don't do that more. Is the Kapara from Taiwan also? Because it might just be a Taiwan thing. Fluffy's doing great. Got him a new toy. He loves it. Actually, he wanted in. You were hearing him whining from outside the door. The Caparo's Taichung also? Okay. Yeah, I guess the bushing is a Taichung thing. I don't know of any US Spydercos that have that. $204p. Yeah, actually my new Sage 5 is in 204p. My avocado. So far, so good. I haven't sharpened it yet, but it seems to hold an edge pretty darn nicely. It's basically M390, right? Leaf jumpers, drop shot, nice. I've had a few people tell me the leaf jumper was really, really nice. Rosie or Mojave? Rosie, always Rosie. No, not really. Not really. Yeah, there's the California Custom Knife Show, which is only a couple hours from me. Usually I go to that. Oh, the Nand? How's the new Spyderco, the Nand? It's weird, man. I've gotten pretty good at front flipping it. That's easy. The reverse flick, it's easy if you just don't push on this thing right here. Even then, the hand placement's a little weird. But man, is it a cutter. Holy shit, man. It is such a cutter. It's so thin at the tip. It's like a little, it's like an Alien's straight razor. Blade length on the Jurassic. It is just over 3 inches. I think it's, yeah, like 3 3/16. Perfect, in my opinion. I know, I saw that, and I was looking at them, like, thinking, oh, should I do it? I can't afford it, but they're just sitting there, you know, like, fuck. I didn't, obviously. But I've never tried one, so I don't really know how they are. I mean, it's Koenig, so they're going to be really nice, I'm sure. But I'd like to try one first before dropping the money. How are the ergos on the Nand? I mean, it's so skinny. There isn't really ergos. But there is like this, you know, you're really choked up, which is nice. Also, if the blade closes, it can't close on your finger, which is good. It's cool, man. And the photo behind me, it's just a painting of an old Indian lady. Kind of creepy, actually. Huh? Yeah, they have a locking, what is it? A locking, what's that one called? Venom. Is it Venom? Yeah, it's like locking Venom jack, right? Blade stock thickness on what? Venom jack, yeah, thanks. Yeah, basically a locking Venom jack, but they call it the diamond to back. Looks like. I haven't tried it, but Michael Richter was saying he thinks it's the best one yet. The best locking Jack Wolf. Blade stuck on the Nand. 93 thousandths. I know, yeah. It seems like he's releasing a shit ton of knives. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too interested in Jack Wolf anymore, if I'm being honest with y'all. Don't really care too much. I'm on a USA made kick right now. What are you whining about, bro? You have everything. Come here. You want to get on camera? Come here. Come on. Come here. Because he doesn't want to. Oh, he dropped his toy. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. There he is. There's the big buddy. This is his new toy. It's a chicken. It used to have legs and a little rooster thing, but he tore those off. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I mean, there's some overseas made knives with a lot of it, you know, some really good attention to detail. So it's not always, but I think for me it comes down to more of like a feel. A USA made knife feels like it has more soul to it, like just more like... I hate to say this, but like good vibes in it. Whereas like Chinese knives feel like mass produced like products. You know what I mean? There are some exceptions. There are some Chinese made knives I really like still. Mainly, I think the top two probably. Like if I sold all my Chinese knives, I would want to keep these two. The Factor. It's a Factor. It's just the coolest fucking thing ever. And the Sharp by Design Mini Evo. This is such a good knife. So yeah, these are probably the two Chinese knives I would keep. Aside from that, I don't really think I have anything I would miss that much. Let's see, what would I miss? I do like my Asher Spiro, but I wouldn't miss it that much, honestly. It's good. Doesn't feel like my USA made knives do. That's about it. I don't have any Kunwus anymore. Yeah, I sold it. I don't have my scapegoat anymore. Yeah, Quiet Carry's fine. They're made in Taiwan. I don't have really much problem with that. Again, I mean, USA still feels better. Buying USA still feels better than buying Taiwan. But Taiwan just, I don't know what it is. They who knows? They just feel better than Chinese made knives. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, you feel, yeah, totally. Yeah, you feel proud. You're like, man, we made this. This is pretty sweet. Yeah, I forget the OEM. Is it, I want to say Best Tech, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, I really think those are the only two that I would really miss. I would keep my quiet carriers for sure. Those are Taiwan. I would keep my Shark Cub and my 80-20.5. Those are both Taiwan as well. I mean, the Vosti, I like the Vosti Nightshade. That's a good one. But would I really miss it that much? No. There's great Chinese knives, but, you know, they just don't feel the same. Couldn't give up your Loki. That's a good question. What do you think are some of the best Chinese knives? Like, which would you keep if you were getting rid of all your Chinese stuff? I've never experienced that. Nope. No, I don't. Actually, I traded my compadre for my small Sabenza. That was a trade I couldn't pass up. I don't think you would either. I don't think anyone here would. The same two, and then the SRC Goon. What's the SRC Goon? Serpent's Run Customs. I'm not familiar with these guys. Yeah, I've never even heard of these guys. Interesting. Yeah, I'm in the market for a Strider. I would love a Strider. My last purchase for a pretty long time is that I bought a Holt. I bought that Holt. Oh, it's in my pocket. The Holt that I made a video of, the guy ended up wanting to sell it to me, and I couldn't pass him up. So now I own a Holt Haptic. This thing is amazing. Olamic. I tried a whippersnapper briefly at a show. I've never actually had one like at my desk to look at. I would love to. The whippersnapper, and then what's their other one? Their other famous one. The whippersnapper. Let's see. Let me share the screen. Knives, folding knives. I guess they have a few. Wayfarer. I'm not familiar with any of these except the whippersnapper. Yeah, when I tried it at the show, it was real snappy and real smooth, and that was kind of really the only thing I remember about them. What are these? Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of these other ones. What is this? busker. 365 for a plain Jane. What, are these OEM'd? That's cheap. Huh. I don't know. Interesting. Sharp by Design Mini Tempest, Shadow Velocity K9, and Praetheon. Yeah, those are all great ones. TW price down. That's a sexy knife. That is a sexy knife. The F22 kickstop. I've still never fucking tried that knife. I need to try one. Rasp Vibes. Yeah, I actually compared the two. I just did a disassembly video for the haptic, and yeah, pretty similar. The Rask is still smoother, but the detent on the haptic is, I think, a little snappier, a little crisper. Yeah, you do. You really do. And you need a Saga pen. Somewhere in the U.S. I'm not sure exactly where. I would go ahead and get the G10 one. I don't know if he's ever going to do a Thai version again. And you want to make sure you have that knife. So, I would go for it. Fookie, stop. Stop whining, please. Thank you. He'll start right up again. Come here. Come here. Put you outside. What is this now? Oh yeah. Check this out. Got the Rask and the Norseman, or sorry, the Rask and the haptic. How can I show the smoothness? Here, let me try. I mean, that's pretty similar. I don't know, actually. The Rask is still smoother. It drops faster and it's more glassy. Like with the haptic, I can kind of feel like it's like sliding on something. The D10's ball's like sliding on the tang. I can kind of feel it. With the Rask, I don't feel anything. It's like just like it's sliding on buttered glass. It's insane. The Rask is just bonkers smooth. Like, look at this. Can any of your knives do that? See, look at that compared to the haptic. That's actually a really good test, I think. Don't put any pressure on the lock bar and swing it around. There you go. That tells you. You got a Norseman today. Nice, man. Yeah, that one drops like crazy because it's a very heavy blade. Come on. I'll put you outside. I'm running too much. Cortex or Rask? I like my Cortex a lot, but Rask. So 4 or 7. I would go. They're both really good, but the 7's the best one. It has skiffs already. I don't know if he made it with. I don't know if they build them with skiffs or if the previous owner put them in. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's got skiffs in it. Think your Shinar would do it? Yeah, try it. Yep. I think they have the most attention to detail I've ever seen on a knife. Just the way that the smoothness of the action and just all the little details on the inside, the outside, the tiny little lettering in like weird places. Like it's just so cool. The haptic had some pretty cool stuff inside, but nothing like the Rask. The Rask was the coolest knife to look at on the inside, I think. This was kind of cool. There was like some kind of cool milling pattern on the inside that's different than the outside. And that was kind of cool to see. But nothing like the Rask. I don't know why the Rask isn't more popular. People don't really talk about the Grimsmo Rask in the same like group as these other knives we're talking about usually. Like, you know, Holt, Brown Knives, Oz, you know, the Lamia, Prince Knives Customs, the Arius, you know, that kind of thing. People don't really mention the Rask as much. I don't know why. Herman Sting versus Rask. Rask. The Sting was great though. It had great detail and great flipping action, but it wasn't as smooth. It does. Super roomy, super comfortable choke up spot right there. Bam. Perfect. I know. I don't get it. I do not understand. You know the weird thing? These are the two cheapest knives I own. They're Gonzos. And I've kept them because they have incredible action. It's insane. This one is one of the best flippers I've ever tried. Insanely snappy. The leverage just perfect. And look how smooth it is. Not like Rask smooth, but look at this one. This one is really smooth. This is like a maybe like $30 knife. Such a good flipper tab, man. It's the FH922. This one. And this one is the FH12. I actually used to do chops on these. I did like, not a lot, maybe like 3 or 4 chops. Because it's such good action. I just didn't really like how big the knife was. Yeah, these are really good. They're gonna do a mini Norseman. Maybe you would like that one, Dang Ross. They're gonna stop making the Norseman here pretty soon. So, and they're gonna transition to the mini Norseman. It's pretty exciting. I mean, I like the Norseman, but it is really big. It is really big. How big is it? 3 5/8" blade. Overall, almost about 8 5/8. How big is that compared to the Zahn? Norseman's a little bit longer. It's quite big. A Diamondback Jack? No. No, I'm not really into Jack Wolf right now. But I have heard that it's the best, their best locking knife so far. I've heard that. Sharpening the Norseman? I don't know. I don't think I ever will. If I ever need to sharpen this, I'll probably send it off. I did make myself a skinny little strop so that I could keep it sharp. And it works really nicely. You just need a thin one to get that recurve. And this RWL strops up so crazy fast. And it gets so sharp, it's nuts. It's like, yeah, hair popping sharp. If you haven't seen my cut test video of the Norseman, check it out. It's pretty cool. There's some really cool stuff you can do with this blade shape. This like chisel part. It's sick. And this works so good for utility cutting, you wouldn't really think so, but it's absolutely amazing. What's up, Mark? How you doing, dude? Got about 10 minutes left. Should we give something away? Maybe? Let's see what I got. We'll let you guys decide. Hang on, should we give away something really sick? Really sick? Let's see. Ooh. Should we? Should we? Okay. Okay, you guys can decide. I'm pretty sure I know which one you'll pick. I think the McNeese is worth it. Yeah, I really like it. If you like the look of it, then you're gonna like the knife. I think people still call it that. Yeah. We're gonna give away something, either the Veritas, which is a really, really good knife. Whoops. Or the Mad Tanto. This one I have a magnetic detent in. So it's a lot snappier than it comes from factory. And the magnets kind of suck the blade back in, which is kind of cool. So which one do y'all want? The Archer? No, I have not tried the Archer yet. It looks real nice. But I would want to try one first. You know, it's a lot of money. Veritas, Veritas, Veritas. All right. You always go for the titanium. The titanium frame lock. All right, let's get up the giveaway. StreamYard giveaway tool. Hashtag Veritas. Put that in the chat, folks. This is a really good design. Probably one of my favorite Kaisers. If not my #1 favorite. The front flipper is so good. Here it goes, are really good. You have that like camouflaged filler tab for the pocket clip, which is really neat. You have the really cool pattern, the triangular milling pattern on the scale. Nice and slicey. Yeah. I think this Kaiser's best knife. Everyone get in their hashtag there. Is the Mad Tanto a hologram? Yeah. Yeah, it is. You want it? I'll give it to you. For $15. You want to win my piano? Talking about my grand piano? This one? Sorry, not for sale. Not for sale. Okay, did anyone forget to do the hashtag? Put in hashtag Veritas in the chat right now. That will enter you to win the Veritas. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. Okay, here we go. Louis! Congratulations, Louis. Hit me up on Instagram. Give me your address. And I will shoot this on over to you. That's it, man. That's it. Thanks for watching. Love ya. Have a great weekend. I'm doing the live stream tonight because I'm not going to be able to do it in the morning. So my Saturday morning stream will not be happening. I'm getting on the old hog. And I'm going for a ride. I got a Cardo system finally in my helmet. And I got one for my lady too. So we'll be able to talk to each other while we're driving, riding. And I'll be able to answer phone calls and listen to music. It's so cool. Can't wait to try it out. So that's it. Hope you guys have a really good weekend. I'll see you next time. Later.